Peace, love, health, and peace, love, health, and wealth vibe tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. What's happening? It's King Fee, and I'm back in the building. I ain't taking no shots at nobody, but you are now tuned in to the best tarot reader on YouTube. What's happening, y'all? I just want to say I love you. Thank you for supporting me. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you for all the views. Thank you for all the watch hours. I just want to say thank you all for helping me bring my dream come true and helping me live in my purpose, which is serving you. Uh, let's get this show started. So if you don't know by now, I am King Fee, King of the Tarot. If you want to inquire about any of my services, including but not limited to private readings, life coach, success coach, spiritual advisory, etc., 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 you may text or email me via the description box below. If you would like to donate to the channel, you may do so. There's 3 different ways you can donate to the channel via the description box below. Also in the description box, there are 3, 4, 5 different affiliate links in the description box. So definitely tune in to those affiliate links. It's a win-win for me and for you. So let's not, let's not skip out on that. Yo, I see we got somebody in the chat. Yo, what's happening? So on this live, we are going to be doing the signs, um, the November new moon outlook for November. So since there's nobody in the chat currently, let's start off with Scorpio. So let me timestamp Scorpio. I think we're gonna start Scorpio off at 3 minutes. So let's 0000 intro, and then we're gonna start Scorpio at 3 minutes, y'all. Yo, what up? What up, chat? If yo, let me know what y'all sign is, and I'll put y'all on the list. We doing it by signs. Peace, love, health, and wealth vibe tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. Right now, we are going to do the Scorpio outlook for the month of November. So right now, we are tuning in for all of my Scorpios. Okay. So Scorpios, before I pull the card, I want you to know that our mantra for Scorpio season is today I will see the possibilities. Today anything is possible. My heart is open to any and all possibilities, okay? So Scorpios, I want us to make this affirmation a part of our everyday life. We can do so by adding this to our calendar, to our alarms. um we can do it by writing it down and having it posted like on sticky notes or stuff like that throughout the house, on the steering wheel of the car, at my job space. You know what I'm saying? Make this affirmation a part of your everyday life, okay? Let's tune in to the different possibilities that the spirit world has in tune for us, all right? Shout out to the 2 people in the chat. Shout out to the 2 people in the chat. Shout out to the 2 people in the chat. We are doing Scorpio right now. So if y'all would like, let me know what y'all sign is, and then I will get to y'all after Scorpio. All right. So let's see what the card. I think I'm only going to do one card for each sign today. I think I'm only going to do one card for each sign. So we're doing Scorpio right now, y'all. If y'all want, y'all, uh, then let me know and I'll put it on the list. But we're going to start off with Scorpio. Hit that like button, y'all. Double tap the screen like I had a BBL or a $5 foot long in gray sweatpants. Come on, y'all. Double tap that screen like Instagram. All right, Scorpio, let's see what we got in store for you, for us. Okay, Scorpio. So, Scorpio, in Scorpio season, you have the 10 of Cups. What a very auspicious card to have, okay? So, if you ever seen my readings before, you already know the theme song that goes along with this card. Cameraman, zoom in, please. Thank you. The theme song that goes along with this card is Love and Happiness, right? So, the 10, remember, the 10 is all about the closing of a cycle, okay, and then moving on to the next area in life, right? And then remember, the cups is all about relationships, it's all about love, intuition, emotions, right? So the theme for the cup suit is I feel, okay? So right now we are tapping into a feeling of accomplishment. We are tapping into the feeling of love, the feeling of achievement, the feeling of satisfaction, right? So this 10 of cups, as you can see, it has a family, right? We got a mom and a pop, and we got two young kids, and we got maybe 2-3 acres of land, right? We got a small creek or lake or river. We got a body of water here on the land. We got a house on the hill, right? They probably got the Tesla truck charging in the back, in the garage. You understand what I'm saying? So what this card is representing is accomplishment and fulfillment, but on the emotional and on the emotional side, but also on the physical 3D world with the family. Okay, so this is a couple that's actually sitting back and rejoicing. And for all of those people, you might say, "Oh, King Fee, I'm single. I just got out of a toxic relationship, and I'm about to make a move to get a new job so I can get better income, and I just don't feel this card right now." Right? I don't think this card is representing me. I don't think this card resonates. Well, let me tell you something, right? By you seeing this card, this is confirmation that the things that you want is on their way. You just have to tune in to the right radio station to receive whatever it is that you want to receive, right? So so again, as I close this reading for my Scorpios, tap into the who, what, when, where's, whys, and hows of your dream house, your dream relationship, your ideal partner, your ideal living situation. Tap into, just sit back and daydream a little bit. Get a notebook and just start writing down what type of personality do I want my partner to have. How much money, how tall is my partner going to be? How much is my partner going to weigh? Um, where do we want to live? How many kids do we want to have, right? So if we're not already on a trajectory, or we feel like we have blockages, there are things that we can do to remove those blockages. It's just how much effort are you putting into to find solutions, and how much effort are you putting into to manifest the life that you want to desire. Okay, Scorpio. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that, Scorpios. If you guys would like, definitely hit me up via the description box, and we can definitely go in a little bit deeper with a private reading or a consultation. Okay. All right. So we just completed the November outlook for the Scorpio. All right. The November outlook for the Scorpio. So if you are in the chat right now and you are not a Scorpio, then let me know what your sign is and I can do your sign next, okay? So we just did Scorpio, all right? So if not, then in about 30 seconds, I'm going to pick one and I'm going to just start going in, right? I'm going to pick one and I'm going to start going in. All right. All right, so I think I'm just going to do Libra next. Libra. All right. 10 minutes. Peace, love, health, and wealth to all of my Libras. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. This is for my Libras. All right. So Libras, first thing first, before I get to the cards, Libra, I want you to pay attention to the screen, right? So on the screen, Libras, we have an affirmation card, right? So this card is going to get us through the Scorpio season, all right? So this card says, today I will see the possibilities. Today anything is possible. My heart is open to any and all possibilities, okay? So what this card is, it's an affirmation card that I pulled for the Scorpio season. So we're all collectively going to we are all going to be saying this affirmation collectively, right? And so the important thing about this affirmation is that we need to incorporate it into our everyday life. It's one thing to just have this affirmation going on YouTube, or in my meditation when things is perfect. I got my candles, and I got my incense, I got my favorite crystals. But it's another thing to be able to need this affirmation, to have this affirmation, and to use this affirmation throughout the day. So there's a few things that you can do. You can create some sticky notes with this affirmation and post it different places. You can take this affirmation and put it in your alarm system on your phone. Put it in your calendar to remind yourself to uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sag, Jen, what's up, Sag? So I'm doing each sign right now. So if you want, I can add Sag to the list after Libra, okay? If you want to stick around. All right. So as I was saying, Libras, yeah, so we got to make this affirmation a part of our everyday life, okay? Part of our everyday life, all right? Not just when things are perfect, right? Not just when we are chilling and not having a care or a problem in the world, but we want to be able to tap into this affirmation, no matter who, what, when, where, why, or how, right? No matter who, what, when, where, why, or how. Uh, Jen, do me a favor, Jen. Can you spam the chat? Can you like the video and spam the chat with the 4 green hearts? So, just so I can get some more traffic on the video, because I'm not going to get a lot of people commenting, because I'm in the algorithm for free reading, so I'm not going to be getting a lot of people in. But if you spam the chat or whatever, then it'll help boost the algorithm. All right. So, all right, Libras. Uh-oh. You know what, Libras? We had a card that just flipped out for you. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and pull it. I love the energy of this. All right, Libra, you actually got a Libra card, which is ironic, right? The cards don't lie. So one of the things Scorpio season, this new moon in Scorpio, is getting back to your true self, right? And I feel like this is confirmation that it's time for us Libras to get back to ourselves. And the reason why I say us, because I am on the Scorpio Libra cusp in my sun sign, okay? So I definitely resonate with the Libras. So Libra, you got the 6 of Pentacles, okay? So remember, the 6 of Pentacles is all about having um what is that word? It just slipped when I was talking about resonating. Give me 1 second. Let me check something real fast. I just got a text message. All right, Libra. So like I was saying, the 6 is all about a sense of harmony, right? Dooley, what's happening, man? Dooley, what's your sign? And let me add it to the list. We doing Libra right now. We got Sag next, and then let me know your sign, and I add it to the list. So we got so we got the Six of Pentacles, right? So the six is all about having a sense of harmony, creating a sense of love, a sense of nostalgia, right? Creating creating fun memories, right? That's the energy that the six brings. And then we got the Pentacles, which represents the theme of Pentacles is I have or I possess. So that means, okay, so we gonna get Leo. So we gonna have Leo after Sag, okay? So remember the Pentacles so the theme for the Pentacles is I own or I possess, right? So that's anything that we have of value that's on the third dimension that we can't necessarily take with us when we enter the fifth and higher dimensions, right? So what you see right here is a person who is possibly dedicating their time, a person who's literally donating money, um, or whatever is valuable to you in specific, Libra. But what this card is saying is that we need to get back to our true self, which is bringing balance and justice to the world, right? And how do we do that? We do that by placing things on a scale, right? And so remember, Libras, everything in this world, on this plane, this dimension, is all about duality: good, bad, left, right, up, down, back, forth. um it's all good, man. I appreciate you. You already know it's all love. Peace, love, health, and wealth to you and yours. Um, but yeah, remember, everything is all about duality. You understand what I'm saying? And so right now, Libra, this Six of Pentacles might be saying that we just can't give, right? All right, let me get one of them things. Yes, sir. Yeah, Libra. So what it's saying is that we can't just give right now. Okay, we got to be able to disseminate the energy, right? And one thing that I love ever since I decoded this part of the card was the pentacles that's over a person's head, right? In this card. So Libra, what's important is that you as the 0 point energy, or you as the number one, right? Your I am, right? This one pentacle represents the I am. Okay. This means that you have to give to the person that's focusing on growth and expansion. Okay. Now you're judging the person that's operating in duality, and this specific type of duality. Oh, I feel like I got a lisp now. My teeth got pulled, y'all. So please excuse me, but sometimes when I talk, I feel like I'm not used to talking without my teeth being pulled. All right, so like I was saying, as the 0 point, or as the person who is the projector of the energy, right? Right? Remember, the upside down pentacle means I'm the receiver of the energy. But the upside right pentacle is I'm the projector of the energy. Okay? So what this card, what these pentacles is saying, and what this card is saying is that I'm judging the person operating in duality, right? And the specific duality that this person is operating in is is I want, but I'm taking as if I need. You understand what I'm saying? This person doesn't. You see him? He playing me like, oh please, let me get some change, sir, so I can get some food. But the meanwhile, he got a food stamp card hanging out his pocket. You understand what I'm saying? Or he said, oh, I need a place to sleep for tonight. Can you give me some change? And he got a hotel key hanging out his pocket, or whatever he begging for change for, right? He's pretending, right? So his duality is that he's pretending. So Libras moving into new moon in Scorpio in the month of November, we need to watch out for the pretenders that could possibly be within our environment, okay? And we need to not worry about judging someone fairly, right? We always want to judge a person when something is good, right? But we never want to be able to have the hard conversations with people, right? For some reason, people have a hard time saying no, and if they do, they say it in the most disrespectful way, or they say it in a way to where it's like, all right, do this person mean no? They really didn't give me a clear answer, but I think they mean no. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to set clear intentions. Oh, that lisp is crazy, y'all. I'm developing a lisp because I got my teeth pulled. That's crazy. So we got to have clear intentions and clear boundaries. All right, clear intentions and clear boundaries. Libras moving forward. All right, so I don't want to spend too much time on each individual sign. So I'll be right back with Sagittarius. So we're gonna end this one at 21. All right. So like I was saying, Sagittarius, Libras, or anybody watching, if you guys want a more in-depth reading for your sign, or just for you as an individual, you can hit me up via the description box. You can text me or email me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the worst thing that I'll do is just have to call you back if I'm busy. All right. So I don't know if Jen's still in the building, but for the replay purposes, we're going to start Sagittarius at 22 minutes. Anna, what's up, beautiful? What's going on? Anna, what's your sign real fast so I can add it to the list? So right now, we're going to do Sagittarius and then we're doing Leo. So after Leo, we don't know. So I done Scorpio. I just did Libra. All right, so we got Sagittarius is what we on now. We got Leo, and then I'm gonna do Cancer after Leo. Okay. All right. So, all right. It's 22 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Peace, love, health, and wealth to all of my Sagittarians. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. Sag. We are doing the new moon November outlook for the month of November. Okay. So before we get to the card, Sagittarius, I want you to pay attention to the affirmation that you see on the screen. Okay. So the affirmation says, today I will see the possibilities. Today, anything is possible. My heart is open to any and all responsibilities. Okay. So Sagittarius, this is like our group group how can I say this? This is like our group affirmation, group meditation that we all doing here at the Vibe Tribe. Okay, so not only am I giving this affirmation for you guys, but I'm also contributing to the energy as well, and I'm also pulling in the energy as well because I am open to all possibilities. I am open to any and everything that can help better my situation, right? So what I recommend us doing is making this affirmation a part of our everyday life by adding it to our alarms, in our phone, on the calendar. um we want to make sticky notes and place it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Have subtle reminders. If you don't know what a subtle reminder is, just do a quick little Google search. Man, I am getting a lisp, y'all, because my teeth was pulled. I never had this problem before. Man, it's like my tongue is like fat. I feel like I'm. But anyways, like I was saying, y'all, I'm gonna have to work very hard to not talk with a lisp. But But yeah, Sagittarius. So yeah, make this card a part of your everyday life, right? Set 3 alarms in your phone a day to just you recite this affirmation out loud. Today I will see the possibilities. Today I will see the possibilities. Today I will see the possibilities. And be open to what's presented to you. Now that doesn't mean you have to take it, but at least entertain the idea, right? Let's climb outside the box. Let's climb outside the box, okay? So, Sagittarians, all my Sagittarians, we have The Five of Pentacles. Bum, bum, bum. So, right, let's start off with the number first, and then we're going to get into the suit. Okay. So the number five represents conflict, strife, the need to change, or the need or a cause for change. Okay. The pentacles represents, remember, the earth element, the third dimension. Like I said 100 times before, the pentacle, right? The suit of pentacles represents the theme of the pentacles is I possess or I own, right? So these are things that we have a value that we can't necessarily take with us to the next realm. And sometimes that might include relationships with people, that include money, cars, clothes, third dimensional things. You understand what I'm saying? So what you see is that you got two people that's seemingly out in the cold, right? Like they're out in the snow with no shoes on. Burr, 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 right? Um, and what this card is saying is that let the spirit be your anchor, right? When it seemed like all else have failed, you got to tap into faith. And I really feel like this is going to be very important to all my Sagittarians out there, because we need faith right now more than ever, right? Yes, please go vote, right? But vote, make sure you vote for your local elections, you guys. There is a such thing as the Electoral College, and I will be doing a live on that later on, maybe later on, closer to election day. I will be doing a live on voter education. But yes, we all do need faith right now, because we got so much stuff. We got so much stuff going on. And I mean, like, the prices of food is going up and down. The prices of gas is going up and down. And, we got people dying, people going to jail, all types of just toxic stuff that, 10, 15, 20 years ago, people thought would have been toxic, but now it's not toxic anymore. And for the new generation that's up and coming, they're not going to think it's toxic. You understand what I'm saying? But but us, right? The 90s babies, the 80s babies, the 70s babies, we're thinking like, man, what the fuck is going on out here? You understand what I'm saying? So we can literally see a changing of the guard happening right before our eyes, okay? So, like I was saying, Sagittarius, we gotta have faith, right? We gotta have faith. Very desensitized, right? When you talking about Call of Duty, when you talking about Reddit and Twitter, when you talking about Grand Theft Auto, when you talking about rap music, when you talking about the movies and the TV shows, Power, Hustle and Flow, Colors, and even CB12 to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? Like things is changing. Yeah, it's definitely industry stuff. And you want to know what? Candace Owens said that the CIA has a Hollywood budget. Google it. She said that on the Breakfast Club. But anyways, let's not get too far off, because I don't want these readings to end up being too long. But like I was saying though, Sagittarius, we when all else fails, and when we seemingly are out in the cold with no shoes on, meaning that we don't have a foundation, right? We gotta have faith. We gotta turn to the spirit. Okay. So what's really important is this. So if there's an anchor hidden here in this card, right? But there's a very specific type of anchor, right? Where it got two of these things. I don't know what they call it, right? So So I feel like we need to Google the symbology of this type of anchor, Sagittarians, before we move forward. But yeah, so like I said, my advice to all my Sagittarians moving forward is ignore the feelings of loneliness, feeling like you're out in the cold all alone, and tap into the faith, right? Create the vision and keep the vision. You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and start this at 30, 30, and then we're going to start Leo at 31. All right, so we got Leo. So we did, no, I'm going to start it at 32. All right. So, Vibe Tribe, if you just came in, you just tuned in, thank you for tapping in. Double tap the screen like I had a BBL, or double tap that screen like I had a $5 footlong and gray sweatpants. All right. Go ahead and show some support to the channel. Double tap that screen like Instagram. All right. So we did Scorpio, we did Libra, we did Sagittarius. Now we're on Leo. Then we got Cancer. So is there anybody else in the chat who wants to get their sign read? If not, then I'm just going to randomly pick them until we get through all 12. We did Libra, we did Sag. Now we on Leo. Then we got Cancer after that. 3200. All right. All right. So in about 30 seconds, I'm going to start the reading for Cancer. Virgo moon. Okay. All right. That's what's up. So we can do Virgo next. All right. We do Virgo at the Cancer. Peace, love, health, and well vibe tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. This reading is for all of my Leos. Rawr, rawr. For all of my people in the chat, go ahead and drop them mighty lion emojis in the chat, y'all. Drop them mighty lion emojis in the chat. Go ahead and spam the chat, y'all. I ain't gonna block y'all for spamming. All right, Leo. So before we get to your reading, Leo, we have an affirmation card, right? So the affirmation says, today I will see the possibilities. Today anything is possible. My heart is open to any and all I keep saying responsibilities, possibilities, okay? So what I want us to do, Leos, is I want us to focus on being able to welcome this energy into our life, right? And it's one thing for us to have an affirmation set when we in meditation, or when we on live with King Fee, the best tarot reader on YouTube. But it's another thing to be able to tap into these affirmations out in the real world when we might not be feeling optimistic, where we might have a flat tire, or we might have you know, our car declined at the grocery store. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you never know when life is going to trigger us. So the key is how fast are you able to get back to a positive emotional state, an optimistic emotional state, or an optimistic mental state. You understand what I'm saying? And so having these affirmation cards is very important because it gives us something to work with. And it's not just y'all, but I am also reciting these affirmations. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm also making this thing a part of my everyday life. So like I was saying, Leos, definitely tap into these affirmations. So I think I'm gonna do it per season. So once we get out of Scorpio season, then we're going to go to a new one. Okay, so we're going to focus on these affirmations for a month each. All right. All right. So, Leo, your card is the 9 of Cups, Leo. I was going to say tell yourself daily. Yeah, 3 times a day, 8 times. That's what I do in my meditations. I say my affirmation 108 times. No, I say it 216 times. I don't do 108 anymore. I do my affirmations 216 times. And if y'all want to do that with me, hit me up and we can schedule a group meditation. Right? Maybe we can do, I was going to say members only, but I don't want to advertise the membership because they take all the money. But yeah. But so, all right, Leos. All right. Uh, you have the Nine of Cups, Leo. So remember, the Nine of Cups represent a person who is very accomplished, a person who is very loving, a person who feel prideful, a person who feels fulfilled, right? Maybe this person has been through a lot of things. And they did the inner work to heal themselves emotionally so they can operate out of that love frequency like we do here at the Vibe Tribe. You know what I'm saying? So my theme to this card is I got a lot of love to give and I don't mind giving it. Right? But the thing about this Nine of Pentacles is that this person isn't going to force anybody to receive what he have to offer. Right? As you can see, he's sitting back fairly confident, right? And him having his arms crossed isn't him saying I'm not open to sharing, right? Because if you understand some of the basics of body language, they say if a person is sitting with their arms folded, it means that they're closed off, right? But what he's saying is that he's protecting his heart because no ill can come to his heart. So he's not closed off in people per se, but he's closed off from allowing negativity to make him go back on the work that he's done, to be able to not let situations and circumstances affect him emotionally, right? So the Nine of Cups, remember remember the theme for the cups is I feel, right? It's the I to wish. I feel like this is a bad idea, right? I feel like I love you. You understand what I'm saying? And Leos, let me tell y'all something. I know some people think Leos are very shallow, but Leo's is very particular, right? And I just want to say this. Leo, if you meet a person and they tell you love is an action word only, stay away from that person, Leo, because that person is incapable of feeling positive emotions. All right. And that goes for anybody, but I'm talking to the Leos right now, but that goes for anybody. If you got somebody in your life and they tell you that love is an action word only, stay away from that person because they're incapable of feeling love. They don't know how to feel love. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to all my Leos. So so as I close this reading out, all my Leos out there, like I said, we're gonna sit back and we're gonna let people come to us. Right? We're gonna um instead of telling people let me help you with this, you tell people how can I be of service to you, right? Remember this Nine of Cups right there means that he has a full capacity of loving, right? This is a person who wears their heart on their sleeve. This is a person who um this is a person, like I said, this is a person who wear their hearts on their sleeve. This is a person who just wants to be happy, who doesn't mind sharing the love. But the thing is that we can't force people to receive what we have to offer, Leos. And I know a lot of Leos are very fiery, very passionate, and sometimes, once they get invested, that they don't want to give up on their investment. Well, what I'm telling you right now, Leos, is to give up on that, right? If this is a person who refuses to see your value, move on, right? Because there's a Scorpio, right? And I'm joking about me, but there's somebody who will be open to have to offer, right? But you just got to sit there with a sense of pride, right? You got to sit there with a sense of knowing that, hey, I'm a loving, caring, nurturing. This is who I am. And I don't mind giving it, but I got to use discernment to be able to give it to who deserves it. I don't mind planting the seed, but I'm not going to have any attachment if the seed doesn't grow. Okay. So that was for all of my Leos. All right. So at 41 minutes, we are going to start with Cancer. All right. So peace, like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. If you are in the chat, and you want your sign read, let me know what your sign is, and I'll tell you either if we done it already or if I can add it to the list. So we've done Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius, Leo. Now we're on Cancer, and then we're going to do Virgo. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We halfway there, y'all. She came to me when I asked, how come I haven't smelled your perfume? All of a sudden I smelled, and minute later I forgot. I smelled the second then time. She made sure I knew she was with me. That's what's up. That's what's up. Peace, love, health, and wealth to all of my Cancers out there. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. If you are seeing this, right, then first thing first, Cancers, I want you to focus on the affirmation card before we get to the tarot card. Okay, so the affirmation says, today I will see the possibilities. Today anything is possible. My heart is open to any and all possibilities. Okay, so what I want to focus on is the fact not of the affirmation itself, but the need and the how to with the affirmation, right? So, like I said before a million times, things ain't easy for nobody, right? No matter if you talking about relationships or you talking about the price of gas, no matter what, life is not easy. You understand what I'm saying? And so the more tools that we can add to the tool belt, the easier the job will be, right? And what I mean by that is that we gotta focus on optimism, not what could go wrong, but we got to focus on what could go right. You understand what I'm saying? And this is one way that we can anchor our mind, right? So, like I said before, we can make this affirmation a part of our everyday life by reciting it, placing alarms in our phone to remind us to vibrate or to say this out loud. We can make sticky notes and we can post it or tape it, this affirmation throughout the places where we frequent. You know what I'm saying? Bedroom, TV, or on your mirror, on the steering wheel. Have it at your workstation. Put it on your your screenshot. But it will go away. Miss Jen, what's happening, Miss Jen? All right, Lee. Where we at? Cancer. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Let's make sure we make this a part of our everyday life. I can't remember, Miss Jen, please. But what's going on right now is I'm doing each individual sign. So if you let me know what your sign is, I can add it to the list, or um or I can tell you if I already did the sign. So we did Scorpio, Libra, Sag, Leo. Right now we on Cancer, and then we got Virgo after Cancer. So we got about what, 4, 5. We got about what, 5, 6 signs left to do. So, and if anybody don't know, Intuitive Reads with Jen is definitely another reader online. And she might be cute, quiet, and innocent, but she definitely do her thing when it comes to the spiritual work. You understand what I'm saying? And so definitely y'all screenshot her or write her name down or whatever and go follow her. Definitely go follow her. Yeah. She got a huge following. You know what I'm saying? A huge following. And she put in that work. You understand what I'm saying? So we got uh we got another 5 card. All right. So this time it's the Five of Wands. So uh Cancer. The remember the five is all about the need for change, right? The five is about conflict, strife. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I can't wait to get my package. I can't wait. All right. So Cancer. What this card is indicating is that there might be some friendly fire going on. This could be internal, meaning that you could have a mix. That's what I'm feeling first. So I'm going to cover both paths of this card, Cancer. But this is what I'm feeling intuitively is that we might have some inner dialogue that's going to be conflicting with what we want to do moving forward as we enter the last few months of 2024. Okay. So what I mean by that is that remember the wands represent, yes, resonation. Remember the wands represent your, well, so the theme of the wands is I desire, right? So what I'm feeling intuitively is that we could be having a mix of things that we want to bring to fruition. You understand what I'm saying? This also could mean that people is in a group setting and they're not getting their everybody feel like they got a good idea and they don't want to like hurt anybody else, right? Because if you notice, ain't nobody broken, ain't nobody bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Like the sticks, the wands aren't actually making contact with each other, but they are like in defensive and offensive positions. You understand what I'm saying? So what this is saying is that maybe people aren't getting their opinions heard. Maybe everybody feel like they got the right idea or the right vision, right? Maybe you trying to schedule a party or working on a group project, or maybe you planning, I don't know. For some reason I'm feeling like a family reunion. Um Maybe you planning a family reunion or you got some ideas about how the family reunion should go or whatever it is, right? And so my advice dealing with this five is somebody stepping up and being a leader. You understand what I'm saying? So Cancer, if you're watching this, why not you step up and be the voice of reason? You know what I'm saying? You be the one who bring everybody together to facilitate the change that's needed for everyone to be able to at least get their ideas heard, right? Because even if we can't incorporate everybody's plan, the least we can do is hear everybody out. Yo, 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 can y'all hear me? It's Friday night in the park on the west side, so I went to Subway and I got a $5 foot long. Can y'all hear me? Okay, yeah. So the I just had a power surge real fast. I don't know what's going on. So I don't remember, but I'm gonna go. Oh, I was talking about being the voice of reason. She said I stepped up and told my dad how I felt for the first time. Girl, you like 20 years old. You should have been did that. But so as I close out this reading, Cancers, because I kind of lost where I was at. I want I want you to step up and be the voice of reason, right? If it's something external. But if it's something internal that we have, maybe I want to do this, or maybe I want to do, maybe I want that one, or maybe I should go here, maybe I should go here, right? Being the voice of reason internally means that we sit and we focus on what's right and or not right and wrong. I don't like operating in right and wrong. What's necessary and what's unnecessary. Best for everybody involved, or what's the best for me and what I'm trying to do. My dad trying to screw us over with home selling. What do you mean he trying to screw you over? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this reading now for the Cancers. 5006. All right, so who just tuned in, we are doing the new moon in Scorpio November outlook. All right, so we done Scorpio, we done Libra, we done Sag, we done Leo, we done Cancer. Then we're going to do Virgo next. We're going to start Virgo at 52 minutes. All right. So then, if don't nobody got the sign that they want read, then somebody throw out a sign that we haven't done yet. Oh wow. Why is he selling? Where you at again? You in Cali, right? What sign we doing next after Virgo? Chicago. Okay. Oh, y'all rich, huh? All right. I need a sign to do after Virgo. I already did Libra. All right. We doing Taurus next. Losing control. Yo, peace, love, health, and wealth to all of my Virgos. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 of 5. All right, Virgo. So if you didn't know, then now you know. Today I will see the possibilities. Oh, my nose is burning, baby. Shit. Well, won't y'all hand it to me? Yeah, I need a house. King Fee need a crib. Shit. I let's do some private financing. Let's talk behind the scenes though. So I will see the possibilities. Today, anything is possible. My heart is open to any and all possibilities. Uh-oh, there she go. What's that song? How that song? Superstar? I can't think of it because I don't think it goes like that. Alien Superstar, what's happening? What's your sign, Alien Superstar? And I'll tell you if we did it already. All right, so we are doing Taurus. So Taurus, I want you guys to focus. I want you to Taurus. I want you to focus on this affirmation in this Scorpio season. And there's a few ways you can do that. You could do that by making sticky notes and placing it, you know, in places where you frequent throughout the day, like your work desk or your steering wheel of your car, or post it on your TV or your computer stand, or wherever you frequent, right? So the thing is that we want to prime our subconscious to see possibilities, right? We want to prime our subconscious to be optimistic and not pessimistic, okay? So another thing you can do is uh make 3 alarms in your phone a day, right? Make 3 alarms in your phone a day where you take you take the alarm and you name it, or you put a note in there and say, today I will see possibilities. You understand what I'm saying? And so the thing is that we need to have reminders throughout the day. It's not just when things, and you got your incense and you got your candle and you got your crystals, but we got to be able to use this affirmation when we out in the real world, when we don't feel so optimistic. When we at the grocery store, we got to decide between gummy bears and a gallon of milk. You know what I'm saying? Well, we got to decide between a gallon of gas or rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we out here making the real decisions. You all said, you all said, you all said. So yeah, Taurus definitely. I mean Virgo definitely. I keep saying Taurus. I'm sorry. Make this a part of your everyday life, Virgo. for sure. All right. So, Virgo, your card is going to be the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So, the Knights are the fire element when it comes to the court card. And then the Pentacle represents the earth element. So, remember, the theme for the Pentacle is I possess or I own. Are the go-getters. The Knights are the people who's about that action, boss. You know, this is a person who takes an idea and sets out on the journey to bring it to fruition. All right. So the thing about this card is slow and steady wins the race, right? When you build in generational wealth, right? When you're trying to save up for, a trip to, Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? Slow and steady wins the race, Virgo. Slow and steady wins the race, right? I always tell people, like, this is springtime and this is land that's freshly tilled. This land, as they say in the Bible, the land is ripe for the, what did he say? The land is ripe for the harvest, or whatever he said. I don't remember. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But just think about how long it would take to till this land by hand. You understand what I'm saying? So we gotta be, we gotta have the mindset of a knight, of a warrior. But we gotta be slow, methodical, and we gotta be, how can I say this, Virgo? We gotta be focused on the vision, right? We got to be focused on the goal, and we can't skip any corners. We can't cut any corners. We can't skip any steps when we're trying to go out and manifest whatever it is that we want to manifest. All right, Virgos. Man, my tooth hurt. My tooth feels so weird. All right, so so yeah, as I close this reading out, all of my Virgos. I apologize if I said Scorpio a few times, but I really been talking to my Virgo. I mean, I am messing up. I guess my coffee wearing off. But as I close this reading out, Virgos, we definitely need to focus on the plan, right? I always say sometimes when you skip steps, you can make a mistake, and it's gonna take you twice as long to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. You understand what I'm saying? Like when we focus on the steps and not focus on the prize or the goal, then we minimize mistakes. But when you skip a step, we might have to go back and correct the step, and sometimes that can double the time of your manifestation. That can triple the time of your manifestation. All of that stuff, because sometimes we don't even know where the problem lies. So sometimes we got to spend time figuring out the problem. Then we got to spend time trying to figure out the solution. It's just not worth it to skip any steps, right? It's worth it to do our due diligence always, first and foremost, okay? So as I close this reading out, Virgos, definitely, stick to the plan, stick to the script, so to speak. Okay. So I'm gonna end this one at 59:05. Then I'm gonna do Scorpio at 61. I mean Taurus. I am fried. I don't know what's wrong with me. I am everywhere right now. I know I'm hungry. That's one thing. All right. So shout out to the chat. All right, so we already did Scorpio. We already did Libra. All right, we got Taurus. Let's do Aquarius. What else am I missing? Capricorn, Aries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's two more. Two more. Um, I don't remember. What's the last two signs that we need? Aries, Aquarius, Capricorn, Cancer. All right, so let's focus on Taurus right now. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Vibe Tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. We are doing the Taurus November outlook. New moon in Scorpio November outlook. Okay. So we are working with Taurus. So all of my Taurus people out there, before we get to the tarot cards, I want you to focus on the card on the screen, which is an affirmation card that we're going to be using as a collective throughout the month of November. I mean, throughout the season of Scorpio. All right. So it says, today I will see the possibilities. Today, anything is possible. My heart is open to any and all possibilities. Okay. So, I mean, the affirmation itself is pretty straightforward, Taurus. But what I want us to focus on is being able to have this affirmation available and using it throughout the day. So you can set alarms in your phone, maybe like at the minimum of 3 alarms. Make this your wake up alarm, right? What better way to have an affirmation to than to use it as your wake up? Um, in addition to that, make sticky notes, right? Or take this affirmation to places where you frequent. If you get in and out your car 10 times a day, if you got a job where you work 8 hours a day, you know what I'm saying? Like, have this affirmation available for you throughout the day, because in perfect conditions. But it's another thing that's had it to have this affordable when things aren't so perfect. You understand what I'm saying? So as I move to these uh I just want to reiterate the fact that we have to keep these affirmations uh uh useful. Keep them available. All right. So shout out to everybody who just came into the chat. We are doing each individual sign. We are currently on Taurus. All right. So we've done Scorpio. Then we moved on to Libra. We did Sagittarius. And then we moved on to Leo. We did Cancer. Then we did Virgo. Now we're on Taurus. So we Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, and then we got two more that I can't remember right now. Um, what's the last two signs? So we did Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius, Leo, Cancer, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Capricorn, um, Gemini, and then we got one more. Gemini. I don't know what the last one is. All right. So Taurus, your card for the new moon in Scorpio November outlook is the Knight of Cups. Okay. So with two nights in a row, I'm feeling very strong with this night. Like I said, the knights, right? They're the action takers. They're the go getters of the suit. Um, and then the Knight of Cups himself is a person who is a very loving, nurturing, caring person, right? Knight of Cups is susceptible to being duped, to being fooled, because they operate out of that pure love. So they're more apt to believe sob stories and stuff like that. So as my list progressively gets worse, what I want uh, the Taurus to focus on is wear your heart on your sleeve. In my experience, not all Tauruses, but there's a lot of Tauruses that cares about the earth element, right? That care about, having a bread, having a stable place to live. I've met a lot of emotionally unavailable Tauruses. Tauruses who they say they love you, but they was operating with a very short fuse, right? And so, if you are one of those Tauruses, or just Taurus in general, I want you to be able to wear your heart on your sleeve. Okay. Remember the cups. The theme for the cups is I feel. Okay. The theme for the cups is I feel. All right. So when we talking about the knight, it's a person who is led by love. Definitely going into this November, I want you to operate out of that pure unconditional love frequency, okay? But definitely use your discernment, okay? So be open to any and all possibilities, but you gotta use your discernment when it comes who deserves your energy, the who, what, when, where, whys, and hows, okay? All right, so we are going to close this one out. We are going to close this one out. Let's say 67. And then we're going to get to Aquarius at 68. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got one more sign. So we did Scorpio, Libra, Sag, Leo, Cancer, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Capricorn, then Aries, Gemini. We got one more that I'm missing. What's the last sign that I'm missing, y'all? Scorpio, Libra, Sag, Cancer, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, Libra. I don't know. Peace, love, health, and well vibe tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. This reading is for my Aquarians, all right? So if you are an Aquarius and you're watching this on the replay, shout out to you, okay? So before we get into the November new moon and Scorpio November outlook, let's look at this affirmation card, okay? So this affirmation says that today I will see the possibilities. Today anything is possible. My heart is open to any and all possibilities, okay? So I really don't affirmation card itself, more or less I want to focus on being able to use this affirmation card, right? Because life is trying for everybody. Nobody has it easy per se. You understand what I'm saying? So to be able to have this affirmation and to utilize it is going to be very key moving forward, okay? The more the more tools we can add to the tool belt, Aquarius, the better, okay? And affirmations are no different, okay? So this, what this affirmation does is it helps us tune into optimism and not pessimism, okay? So you can create sticky notes. You can create alarms in your phone to remind you to recite this affirmation. But make sure you make this affirmation a part of your everyday life. We don't want to leave things up to chance if we don't have to. And I feel like moving forward, that's going to be very important for us, okay? So we got another five card, okay? We got the Five of Swords this time. All right, so remember the five is about the need for change. Maybe the five is a conflict or some sort of argument. And then when you talk about the swords, remember the theme for the swords is I know or I think. All right. So so what's going on here in the card is you see a guy who's gathering swords, and then we got some guys in yellow who's like walking away kind of somberly or Sadly. Oh, we doing our thing, y'all. Let's keep it rolling. Like Kelly. Oh, my back. Oh, my neck and my back. All right. So, like I was saying, the five represents conflict or a need to change, okay? So the Five of Swords is saying that maybe there was some sort of battle of the minds, battle of the wits, battle of the words. Maybe somebody said something that kind of cut deep and they don't really feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is a person who's finally standing up for themselves, right? And who's just had enough of other people trying to force them to be something that they're not, or to make them do things that they don't want to do, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But so the advice to you is to not go into conflicts blindly, right? Don't go into conflicts only just to say that I told you so, or just so you can feel right. You understand what I'm saying? Uh go into things, whatever it is for us, Aquarius. Let's go into things with the mindset of I'm going to do what's best for everybody involved. All right. Oh, my bad, my bad. CES. All right, my bad, y'all. I was checking my phone. Yeah, so as I close this reading out, Aquarius, like I said, let's have a approach to whatever is going to come our way with the mindset of being optimistic and doing what's best for everybody involved, right? Sometimes toxic people, or in or people who like leashes or whatever, people who looks for enablers, sometimes they don't want to be told the truth. Sometimes they don't want to face themselves in the mirror, and we can't worry about that, right? What we got to worry about is telling this person what they need to be told, so you could protect yourself and so they could possibly grow within themselves. Okay, so what's important about this card is your approach to the situation. Like I said, let's not approach with the mindset of, oh, I'm gonna tell this mf'er off and I don't care how they take it, right? Let's be conscious of what we say and how we say it. Let's be tactful. You understand what I'm saying? Let's take an approach of lightness, right? Let's take things lightly. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to approach everything with a deep dark fire and just blaze everything in our path. No, let's approach things from a very moderate, laid back approach. All right, Aquarius. So we're gonna go ahead and end that one at 74. And we're gonna start Capricorn at 75. So, peace, love, health, and wealth to everybody in the chat. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. We have pretty much going through the whole zodiac. We got 4 left, okay? So, upcoming on the list, we got Capricorn now. We got Aquarius. We got Gemini. Then we got Pisces, okay? So, those are the 4 that's left, all right? So, we've already done Scorpio. We done Libra. We did Sagittarius. We did Leo, we did Virgo, we did Cancer, we did Taurus, we did Taurus, we did Aquarius, we did Capricorn. No, now we're on Capricorn, okay? I am hungry. All right. Peace, love, health, and wealth to all of my Capricorns. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. All right. So, Capricorns, here for Scorpio season, we have an affirmation. And the affirmation goes, today I will see the possibilities. Today, anything is possible. My heart is open to any and all possibilities. Okay. So, I mean, the affirmation itself is pretty self-explanatory. It's time for us to tap into optimism. All right. But what I want to focus on is reminding you guys to make these affirmations a part of your everyday life. And not only do you make it a part of your everyday life, but you tap into these affirmations multiple times throughout the day. Okay. It's one thing to have these affirmations available when we at home and the kids asleep and we got our candles and we got the music playing and we got our incense and our crystals or whatever. But it's another thing to have these affirmations going when we out in the world, when we get a flat tire, when we got the grocery store and we got to stick to the budget, or when we got to pack a lunch instead of going out for lunch at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to be able to tap into optimism at any time, any point of the day, because you never know who or what is going to piss you off and when. You understand what I'm saying? So let's remain optimistic, all right? So our our card for um my Capricorns is the King of Wands. Okay, we got the King of Wands. All right. So first thing first, I want you to focus on the fact that the King is the of the external world, right? The King is the protector. The King is the projector. The King is very logical, very thought out, very methodical, right? So you balance that air element with the fire element, which is the wand. So the theme for the wands is I desire. Okay, so the king is the master of his desires, right? So, Capricorn, if you can, cameraman, zoom in, please. So, Capricorn, if you could pay attention to this card, so it's a few things. I want energy, right, which is the lion, but I also want you to focus on the lizard or the salamander, right? So he got salamanders on his, I don't know what you call that, a cloak or his, what is that called? But we also got salamanders biting their tail everywhere, okay, on the chair and on his whatever that thing is. I don't shawl, I don't know, whatever it's called. So what that salamander represents, it's another representation of the fire element. It represents um uh 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 long story short, what it represents, so the salamander biting his tail represents things coming full circle, right? Like the auras, like the Ouroboros, whatever it's called, the snake biting his tail. The head becomes the tail and the tail becomes the head. I don't know if you guys ever heard that saying before, but what that represents is that in the suit of wands, right, when you talk about I desire, whenever we got people who are focused solely on their desires, they might initiate a plan, but they might get deterred and they might uh abandon a plan for any given reason. Okay, so what this king of pentacles represents is, I mean, the King of Wands represents is someone who not only initiates a plan, but they see it through. Okay, so the salamander biting his tail represents a manifestation coming full circle, meaning it started off as a thought, right? And then you made a plan, and then you initiated the plan. You followed the steps, or you overcame whatever it was that you had to overcome to get the plan, and now you receive the reward or the benefit of whatever you set your intention for in the beginning. Okay, so my advice to the Capricorns right now is don't take on projects that you don't plan on completing. Don't take on projects that you know you're not going to complete. Um, be very methodical, be very thought out, Be very logical with where you place your energy moving forward. Okay. Some other things that's associated with the King of Wands is the King of Wands is a very good motivator. You understand what I'm saying? Remember, the wands is about your desires, right? So the king, by him being the projector of the energy, he has the ability to lead. He's a very passionate leader who can lead by example. He's very persuasive, he's very intuitive, and he's very passionate. The King of Wands is very, very confident as well. Okay, so moving into November, coming into this new moon, welcome those attributes to your life, and you will make out very fairly. Okay, all right. So we almost home, y'all. We almost home. We got Aries, then we got Gemini, then we got Pisces coming up next. Okay. So we got 82 minutes. So if you're watching this right now, if you just tuned in, we've did Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius. We did Libra, Cancer, Virgo. We did Taurus, Aquarius, and Capricorn. So now we have Aries, Gemini, and Pisces, okay? So I will re-upload each individual reading, and I will have the live time stamped once the live is over, okay? So there's going to be a few different ways that you can tap into your individual reading for the month of November, okay? So let me go ahead and get these cards shuffled, and let's prepare uh, for the Aries. We almost home, y'all. We almost home. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. This is for all my Arians. Shout out to the Arians out there. Shout out to all my Aries. Shout out to all my Aries out there. All right, Aries. So before we get into the tarot cards, I want you to focus on the affirmation card, right? And there's a few ways that you can incorporate this affirmation card into your everyday life, right? One of my favorite ways is just setting reminders in your phone, setting alarms in your phone, and having the affirmation as the title of the alarm, right? Instead of saying morning alarm, lunch alarm, wake up alarm, go to work alarm, or pick up the kids alarm, whatever alarm that you got in your phone. By now, you should know what you got to do when you got to do it. So change the name of your alarms to this affirmation, right? Another thing you could do is take this affirmation and write it down. Make sticky notes, or take a scrap piece of paper and fold it up and cut it up and break it down and write this affirmation 4, 5, 6 times and paste it different places where you frequent throughout the day. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's one thing that had this affirmation when the mood and the setting is right, but it's another thing to have this affirmation set at 3 o'clock when you know you're going to be in the middle of road rage because you're trying to hurry up and go pick up your kids. So you just got off work at 3 o'clock and you got to hurry up and pick up your kids by 3:30, and it's a 45-minute drive. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to be able to have these affirmations available and present whenever we need them. You know, she knows, 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 she knows. All right. All right. So, Aries, your card. Uh-oh. Right, we're not going to use that one. I thought it was going to jump, but it didn't. She says, stay in high vibration. Yes, mamas, we got to stay in high vibration. We got to stay in high vibration. All right. All right. Boom. All right. 2 wands back to back. All right. So, Aries, you have the Queen of Wands. Okay. So, remember, first thing first, I want to take a look at the Queen herself. So the queen herself is the person who is very self-aware, who's very self-conscious, as they say. Cameraman, please zoom in, please. So the Queen of Wands is someone who is a person who's very aware of their emotions, who's very aware of their physical attributes. This is very self-aware. All right. This is also a person who's very loving, who's very caring, who's very nurturing, who's very spontaneous, who's able to do what's needed when it is needed. Okay. So the wands itself represents the theme for the wands is I desire. Okay, so the queen of wands is the queen of desires. All right, so this means that she's the most powerful manifester in the deck. Right, some people say she's the most powerful witch in the deck. Okay, so this is a person who's tapped into the spirit world, to God, to the higher power, to whatever, however, whoever you pray to, even if you pray to aliens or whoever you pray to, right? Um, what can I say? So, long story short, right? I want you to tap into the realm of infinite possibilities. All right. The Queen of Wands is also very helpful, very kind, right? Um, she's also a passionate leader, very similar to the King of Wands, but her approach to being a passionate leader is very much so different, right? Where she is the person who's going to speak life into you. She's not going to be even though the Queen of Wands draws a lot of attention, she's not going to be the loudest person in the room. You understand what I'm saying? Like the King of Wands, you're going to know him, you're going to hear him, you're going to see him. Where the Queen of Wands, she's going to be very elegant, and she's going to talk like this, and she's going to be very beautiful, very sensual, very attractive. She's going to be very ladylike, right? And for the men that's watching this, um, I'm not saying that you're going to be a lady per se, but it's the archetype, it's the personality archetype, right? So, like I was saying, this Queen of Wands is a very powerful manifester, and she's also a very powerful, loving. You understand what I'm saying? Like, how else can you get a wildflower in the desert? It just don't happen. It takes a very special person to have a very special touch, quote unquote, to be able to get the most out of people. You understand what I'm saying? Um, Aries, I want us to tap into our sacral energy. Whenever this card come up, it's always a call for us to tap into our sacral energy, right? If you don't know what I mean, just do a quick research on the sacral chakra and what that entails. All right. So, oh, my tooth is hurting right now. So yeah, Aries. Like I said, tap into your ability to bring things into fruition. Tap into your ability to love and nurture things. Tap into your ability to be seen and not heard, right? So that means lead by example. You understand what I'm saying? Let's lead by example. All right. All right. So we're going to go ahead and shut that down. All right. At 89 minutes. All right, so we're going to get into Gemini at 90. And we almost done. So we got Gemini and then we got Pisces. So if you just tapping in, we're just going through each individual sign. And so we only got two signs left. We got Gemini and we got Pisces left, okay? So a few things. I will repost each individual reading. And then I will have the live time stamped when it go live, when it get reposted, okay? So you don't have to worry about trying to figure out what's your sign and all of that stuff. Like I will have these things reposted, all right? All right. So let's give it a few minutes. Everybody all right in the chat? Everybody doing good? All right, peace, love, health, and wealth to my Geminis. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. Oh, baby, we here. We've seen another one. So, Geminis, we got an affirmation on the card, on the table, and I want you to pay attention to the card, okay? It says, today I will see the possibilities. Today, anything is possible. My heart is open to any and all possibilities, Gemini. So, what I want us to focus on, Gemini, not so much of the card itself, but being able to utilize this card when we need it most, okay? So, Gemini, it's one thing to be able to have this affirmation and to recite it whenever, you know, we in our quote unquote prayer closet, right? When the conditions are set, the house is quiet, we got our incense and our candles and our crystals and all of that stuff. But it's another thing to be able to interrupt negative energy in and throughout the day and to be able to tap into positive energy, well, when we might be stuck in traffic or whenever we having a rough time at work. You understand what I'm saying? So a way that we can keep our mind anchored on optimism and not pessimism is being able to recite this affirmation daily, frequent frequently throughout the day, right? We could make alarms, right? We could set a schedule 4, 5, 6 times a day to say this affirmation out loud. We can have subtle reminders of the affirmation where we save it as our screensaver or our background, or we can write them down and have them pay have sticky notes and post them throughout the house and all that kind of stuff. Shout out to Alien Superstar with the love. But yeah, let's make this affirmation a part of our everyday life, Gemini. We got to. You know what I'm saying? We live in hard times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care how positive you is. There's always going to be something that's going to be a distraction or a setback or, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So the more optimistic we can be, the better we're going to fare throughout the days. You understand what I'm saying? So, all right, Gemini, let's pull a card and let's see what it is we're going to be focusing on moving forward, okay? All right. So we got the six. It's been a while since I seen this card. The Six of Wands, okay? So the six is about having a sense of harmony, right? The six is about the six is about in my Charleston White voice. Yeah, 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 yeah. So the six is about memories, having like a nostalgic feeling, creating nostalgia, creating fun times. Uh, 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 like I said, the six is about harmony, love, balance. So, so this remember the wands is about our desire. Okay. So here you see a person on a horse. This is like a sergeant in the army or like a shift leader at work. Saying, but this is a person, even though they have high stature, high, I can't talk now, y'all. This me getting my tooth pulled is giving me a lisp, and I can't talk for shit. So this is a person with I can't even say it, stature. All right, this is a person who might be, like I said, a team leader or a shift leader or a sergeant, or this is a person who has a leader position, but this is a person who's a man of the people, and because of that, this person is greatly admired. Okay, so you might be the person, or this might be a cause for you to this is a cause for you to be the one who celebrates someone who needs recognition or deserves recognition, right? The six of wands is a person who might, say if like you worked at McDonald's, right? For example, right? And you got a manager. So you got two different types of managers. You got the manager that comes out and they might be dropping fries, flipping burgers, taking orders, wiping down tables, taking out the trash. And then you got the other managers that kind of just bulk orders from the office. You know what I'm saying? They, oh, I got to do this paperwork. Like some people do paperwork in 1 hour. Why do it take you a whole shift to do paperwork? You just don't want to work. That's what that is. But 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 like I said, the 6 of Wands represents victory, giving somebody recognition, delivering or receiving good news, having a sense of accomplishment, enjoying success. You understand what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for opportunities to where you get to pat yourself on the back, where you get to give people a kudos for a good job, or be receptive to people giving you compliments. I know it's a lot of negative people out there. It's a lot of humble people out there that don't do well with compliments. But right now, this card is saying, well, maybe I am a good person. Or maybe I did make the right decision. Or maybe I do deserve, to, whatever, have a night out. Or, maybe I do deserve that dessert. Or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is for you as an individual, let's not be so spiritually high that we know earthly good, meaning that let's take the time and to enjoy the who, what's, the when, whys, and hows of life. Let's enjoy that. Let's take the time out to enjoy the flowers. Let's take the time out to enjoy that employee of the month that we earned, or to give people their flowers whenever they deserve them. Hey, I saw how you handled that customer. I just want to say that I can learn a lot from you. I don't know, teach me how you do it. Whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and be more human. Let's not be unhuman, all right, Gemini? So we're gonna go ahead and end it there at 97 minutes. All right. So then we're gonna do Pisces. So for everybody who just came into the chat, peace, love, health, and wealth to you and yours. Um, we are doing the new moon in Scorpio November outlook reading for each sign. Okay. So I will have the live time stamped once it get posted, and then I will break down each individual live and post them individually so you can easily go back and watch them over. Okay. Um. Yeah. So I don't know what to say. I'm hungry. I need to take a shower. Yeah. Yeah. So it's time for me to get my shit together, y'all. All right, so we are going to tap into Pisces and then I'm out. All right, you guys. Peace, love, health, and wealth to my Pisces. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. Pisces. Before I get to your card, no, that wasn't your card, so please excuse me. But Pisces, all right, so before we get to your tarot card, Pisces, I want you to take a look at the screen and focus on the affirmation card. It says, today I will see the possibilities. Today anything is possible and my heart is open to any and all responsibilities. So Pisces, the reason why that card is important is because it's priming our subconscious to focus on optimism, all right, and not pessimism. It's so easy to fall into pessimism these days. I mean, we got, the election, and we got war going on all around the world. We got people going to jail, people dying, people overdosing. It's just crazy out here. Like, it's crazy. It's so much stuff going on that it's easy to fall into pessimism. You know what I'm saying? Because it's everywhere. Negativity is everywhere. There's a quote that says negativity grows in the mind like a wildflower. And that is so very true. So the thing is that we have to be able to mentally overcome these things that lie in our path like a trap. And one way that we can do it is just adding another tool to the tool belt, which is reciting a positive affirmation throughout the day. Man, this lisp is going crazy right now, y'all. Y'all don't know. It feels so crazy. So, so, so it is very imperative that we use this affirmation, right? So a few things that we can do to tap into this affirmation, right? We can make sticky notes, or we can like cut up a piece of scrap paper, and we can have this affirmation posted throughout the house, post it on your steering wheel, tape it to your computer at work, or if you got like a workstation, whatever you do at work, just have that affirmation available, man. Set a few alarms in your phone, right? And just change the name of the alarm to the affirmation. Today I will see the possibilities. You understand what I'm saying? Because we have to utilize all the tools that we can get, because Mickey, what's happening? So because the people who's focused on negative, they utilize all the tools that they can use, and they don't feel ashamed of doing it. So why do we feel ashamed, or feel powerless to tap into the abilities that we have to do good? You understand what I'm saying? So, uh, yeah, Pisces, I want us to really, really, really focus on bringing, positivity into our life. All right. So let's see what card we have in store for the new moon in Scorpio November outlook. Wow. All right. So we have the Eight of Cups. Okay. So remember, the eight, first and foremost, first and foremost, the eight is about um uh going out, um and taking action, right? The eight is about seeking change. The eight is all about movement, get like I said, getting into action. And then we combine that with the cups. So remember, the cups is the water element, and they deal with the emotions, they deal with intuition, they deal with relationships, etc. Right? Um, the theme for cups is I feel. So what's going on in this card is that we got a person who is tapping into his seeker energy, and he's going out to seek fulfillment, right? A lot of people say we're abandoning what no longer serves us. Well, I don't view this card as abandoning anything. What I view this card is that adding things to the repertoire, or adding things to, what's the word? I had it on the tip of my tongue. Adding to our passions, not necessarily leaving behind anything. Because my thing is that, remember, the cups is the ability to hold water, the capacity to hold water, and what that represents is your ability to hold love or emotions, right? So why would a person ever abandon something unless they just totally absolutely done with it? Why would a person abandon something that has given them pleasure, that has given them a sense of fulfillment, et cetera, et cetera? So I don't think that we totally abandon who we was, especially if it's not something negative. But I think that as a person, sometimes we get bored with things, and we need something else to give us a sense of fulfillment. As we grow, as we change, as we mature, our needs and our wants change as well. So that doesn't mean because, because I don't wear, because I don't like, I don't know. I'm not even going to give an example. But what I am going to say is that let's tap back into being a seeker of fulfillment, right? Let's not be complacent, right? This is not a card that says, okay, be complacent, settle down, and do nothing. This is not what this card is saying. This card is saying that we have to go out and seek that next level of fulfillment, right? Maybe this is a relationship. Maybe this might be something simple as a new pair of shoes. Maybe this could be something like getting a new hobby, right? But it's something that's going to give you fulfillment. So my advice to you as I close this reading down, Pisces, is seek fulfillment. Seek something that's going to make you feel whole, right? And that doesn't necessarily mean losing who you was, but it's just adding to who you're going to be. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and end that at that. All right. So like I said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank everybody for supporting. It's an honor and a pleasure to be of service. I hope if you don't get any confirmation, if you don't get any type of insight from my readings, at least hopefully I was entertaining. You understand what I'm saying? So if you would like to have a more in-depth reading, if you would like to ask any questions, if you had any comments, concerns, or any suggestions for the channel, you may text me or email me via the description box. If you would like to contribute to the channel, you may do so by donating, also in the description box. And then I got 5 affiliate links also in the description box as well. So check those things out. It's a win-win for everybody involved, okay? So like I always say, peace, love, health, and wealth. If anybody try to sell you anything else, tell them to put it back on the shelf because we ain't buying it. Peace.